Yo, this is Edward 369. Came to tell my vision once again. And today, I wanted to talk about getting to know the soul, It's pretty deep, And it's like my first time back in a while, And I feel like it's been on my mind for a while, I just didn't know when or why, what the heck I'm supposed to say, So I was just like, well, today it's kind of weird because I was like, all right, I'm gonna clean up. I'm gonna get my stuff clean. I'm gonna make a video, And I kind of knew, I already had the thought of what I was gonna do it about, So it was about getting to know the soul, and how your soul can like help you and guide you and put you in the right spots and actually like, I don't know, be your friend, you could say, get to know him, yourself, because it's kind of crazy because when I would go deep into this, like it was like when I was a little bit younger, it's probably like 2020, I was like 20 years old, 19, 18, it was like in that era, when I was like going through like that was like for sure when I was 20 though, because that's when I started like, I was like, what the heck, like why is all this stuff happening to me, But I started to go deep into because it was like repeated things happening over and over and over again to me, So I decided to, know why. It's like, was it in this life that is happening, Is it like from my past lives, my lives from before? Because I felt like I was clearing everything in this body, And it was still the same things would happen, So I had to go deeper, you could say, So as I was like going deeper, I like found a lot of stuff, I felt like I was someone else in another dream, like I was living a whole nother life, So then I started to realize that my soul knows. I started to think like, damn, like my soul must know everything that it's been through, like before me even, before like Edward Lopez, this guy was born, my body, this me, so, there was someone else because energy is constant, and there's a reason why I chose like right here, right this time, and like my soul, so smart, like once you like start to combine like the body, mind, and soul, it's like magic, because like it already knows, it's so smart. Just is basically just guiding you and putting you in the right spots for what this life needs to experience, because we're all one person, you could say, we're one being, all together, having our own experience, like we're all having our individual experience, which each individual person's experience, it all gets saved, you could say, into like a spot. It's called like the Akashic Records, I mean, you probably, if you do know, it's like a library of all the information of everybody and everything that's happened, you could say. And I used to like want to tap into that, I was like, all right, let me get into that information, like it must be like, once I started getting into my past lives, I started to tap into that, like the Akashic Records, because I was like looking for information that I didn't have, like in this body, it was like downloads that were coming in, instead of like, it was just like something that I already had in my DNA, my soul, And it's crazy because every time I look at this picture, like the paintings that I did when I was like in that, like, I was going deep into, like, figure out who I was. Like, what am I doing here and all this stuff, like, find out. I was going deep, you know, until I actually found out who I am, you know. It's like my soul, bro. I'm a spiritual being having a human experience, you know. So my soul is in this body, and we're having an experience with this body, you know. And then after, maybe when I die, I don't know, I might come back, I might just be chilling. But I was trying to show, like, my paintings, bro. Painting like this one. This one was crazy because it's like, look, there's like a being right here, like a guy right here. I feel like that was me, bro. That was just me in another life. And then, like, in my dreams, bro, I remember I had like an encounter with like some aliens, bro. And like, even these eyes right here, I feel like that was me, like an animal, free and all these things. Like I was there, like this thing, like the sphinx, even being a butterfly. It looks like my DNA right there, bro. And it's like all of that is like saved in like a USB, you know, USB little storage spot. And even that, like, but it's cause like before, it was like I was clearing like all my karma, you know. And now at this point, it's like my dharma, like what I'm creating, you could say. But it's not like my past coming after me. It's like me creating my future now from this moment. But it took a while for me, you know. It seemed like I was going through hell, you could say, for a bit of my life. You know, when I was painting these things, that's when I like started to be like, okay, like I should come back to my real self, you know, who I really am. You know, when I was searching, and I was like, oh, I'm a good painter. You know, my dad was a painter, you know, my grandpa. So I started painting, you know. It was just like me trying to figure out who I am. I was like, why am I good at this stuff, you know? Why do I know these type of things, you know? And every time I would just go deeper and deeper. And like when I would be painting, bro, it would be like it wasn't even me, bro. Like after I would finish the painting, I'll be like, how the fuck did I do this? How did I do this, you know? And yeah, and this one too, like the Kesha Records. It's like all of us connected, and all that stuff is getting saved in this big library, infinite. And I learned too that you have to imagine, if I want to tap into that type of stuff, you know, I would have to picture it, you know, picture it when I'm like closing my eyes, you know, so I would do that, bro, and I would like meditate, close my eyes, and you can see me in that thing. I would just be in that spot, and I would do like breath work, like 4 in, 6 out. And I would just build up an energy like in my stomach. And I would build it up to my head. And I would like shoot it out. Like a pellet like that. It's crazy how I had to like imagine it first. And now it's just like so simple to do now. It's like, cause like I see it every day, you know. That's why I did it, so I can like repeat it, like I can get it stuck in my head, you know. Like, oh, and like even like know thyself, like all these things, like the chakras, all like the energy center. Like I remember I would like study them. I would like close my eyes and I would like, all right, red, orange, yellow, green, like blue, teal, and then purple. Like whatever the colors were, but I would like know the colors in my head, you know. I would like imagine them like on my body. And it's crazy like where it took me, just trying to figure out who I was, you know, like getting to know my soul, you know. Like my soul is like it's a beautiful, it's like a light, it's like I don't know how to explain it, but it's like so different than what it's like a different feeling when you're actually connected to that power, you know, and it's like guiding you too. And it's like today was weird. I was already finished cleaning, and I totally forgot that I was gonna do the video, you know. And then I just sat down, and I was about to watch TV. I was like, "Bet I'm chilling now." Like, yeah, I finished. And I was like, "Nah, I'm not. I don't feel complete right now. You know, what do I gotta do? You know?" And I just did this video, you know, because I was like, I had it in me, you know. I didn't know what to say, but I just like kind of wanted to just go through it, you know. Let the Holy Spirit, let my soul take me. Let my soul say what it needs to say, you know. And it's kind of like I changed, but you could say that I'm just becoming the person that I've always been, you know. Because I've always like realized that I would always think like, did I really change? Like all these things that I would do, you know, it was like based on my friends, like what I was doing at school, people around me, you know. Until one point, I mean, when I was younger, I feel like I was the same way, you know, in a way I was kind of crazy. I was in my body, you know, not exploring, you could say, but I still felt like the same, like I couldn't lie. Like someone would tell me, oh, if they ask you this, just tell them this, you know, just tell them that we didn't do it, you know. And they would come and ask me and be like, oh, what did you guys do? You know, I'd be like, oh, like I'll be hella scared, like I don't know what to say, you know. And then when I would get like in trouble, you know, people, they would yell at me, my grandparents, like, oh, what the heck are you doing, blah blah blah, you know. And I would just start crying. But when I was like little, I was like, oh, like, I don't know, I couldn't take it, you know. I was like so sensitive, you know. And then like I guess life just hit me, you know. I started forgetting all these like, I would even like, bro, it was crazy because I would like run on all fours, type shit, like a dog and shit. I was like, dang, like how the fuck? Like I would think like, damn. I mean, at this point, like I'm thinking, damn, like I was like tapped in. I was like, my soul knew what it was like. My soul knew, you know, my body, my soul, God knew, you know. And I just took that path with me. I just took it, you know. I took the path, you know, that it was made for me. You know, I didn't, because every time I would like be in these situations, it would never go right for me, you know. But at the same time, I realized that all the times that it didn't go right for me, it was putting me in the right spot, you know. Because maybe I was just ignorant and I needed to learn in that moment. So I learned, and I feel like I'm too aware of like where I am right now, you know. And that's just because I took that journey to go within, you know. Because I see a lot of people, and it's kind of sad, because people just conform to who they are, or like they accept these repeated things that just keep happening, you know. It's just a coincidence, you know. But once you actually go deep and you figure out why you're having all these problems, or like why they keep repeating, you know, or how to like switch from the things to happening to you for you making things happen, you know. And it takes a little bit of work, you know. It's not easy. It's not like it's gonna happen overnight, you know. And I feel like I did it just so I could tell people like, yeah, like, look what I can do. But at the same time, I felt like I knew what I was doing. My soul knew what it was doing. It was just showing me different ways of the same thing, you know, life. And you know, it's an amazing feeling once you get to know your soul, yourself, the person that you really are. And that's it, you guys. You know, just a little rant. This is Edward 369. I came to tell my vision once again. I'm not gonna promise anything at this point, but I'm just gonna live, you know, how I'm supposed to, you know. And if I come and post a video, I'm gonna do it. If I feel like I have to, I'm gonna do it, you know. And, you know, if not, I guess I'm not going to, but I'm always gonna do what I feel like is right, you know. I'm gonna try my best to do it, you know. But yeah, we out ski.